Hey, so in 2021, my mom almost died. Take a second to process that information. Okay, you're good? Good. Now, let's go make it funny. I like that last one. I like the last one. Why do this, Steven? Hey, I'm Steven, by the way. The reason I'm doing it is because it's my job. I'm a stand-up comedian in New York, and it's my job to take things that happen to me, around me, process it, and try and make it funny. Keyword try. More importantly for you, instead of showing you a perfect final end joke, I want to take you on a journey of failure and show you all the failure that happens on the way to trying to make a good joke. Why? Because I want you to know whatever you do in your life, whatever art form, business, whatever you care about, it's okay to fail. Don't ever be afraid to fail. Be motivated to fail and fail better each time. All right, enough of the serious stuff. Let's make some jokes about my mom almost dying. I'm excited.
My mom had cancer 4 years ago. There's good news though, she's doing great now. That's good. You know how I knew she was starting to get better and like turn the corner? It's when her hair started coming back. Yeah, her mustache started filling in. And I'm like, that's good, she's getting better. The mustache is coming back, and then the eyebrows come in. I'm like, the hair is next. But before she got better, she did get worse for a minute. She had a very bad surgery. Her heart stopped for like a minute. Yeah, she lost all of her blood volume. She lost all of her blood. So she had another person's blood inside of her. Pause. That's weird. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how to put it. It's weird. Yeah, so she wasn't on this earth for about a minute. At the end of that minute, God said, I can't stand this woman. Put her back on earth. She cannot be up here with me right now. Whatever she just yab. How you doing, God? What's up here? She was on a ventilator for 9 days, which it's not good. The first thing she did when she woke up and they took the vent out was she looked at my dad. When she could talk again, she's like, stop hitting on the nurses. I could hear everything that you said. You thought I was asleep. I could hear everything. I could hear Stephen's prayers, and I could hear you lining up the next hussy. She's like, nah. He's looking for another bitch. That's what he's doing. He's looking for another bitch. You know what? I asked my mom, like, because she's been doing better. I'm like, what do you miss? What do you want to do again? And she's like, I really want to have sex again. That's what I really want to do. Yeah, I don't blame her either. I'm like, I get it, girl. You do your shit, girl. I'm like, Dad's right here. She's like, nah, not him. Not him, nah. Yeah, she's like, he's got 2 bum hips. He fucked both hips up. You know what fake hips lead to? Fake orgasms. Hey, if he can't perform, neither can she. She doesn't want a young buck. She just wants a man with a pelvis. Is that so much to ask for? Thank you guys for listening. You're great. Goodbye.
So that was my first open mic doing this material, and it's pretty evident that I need to perform my jokes. That's a very important thing to comedy. You need to perform your jokes. You can't just say them. And when you get a joke that works, you need to find ways to have fun with it and perform it. I'm proud of myself and happy with just going up and trying this material. But for the next mics I'm doing, I gotta perform it. I'm gonna do another mic tonight, so let's keep it moving. Well, this is what I gotta deal with tonight. Let's make it happen. Thank you. Mom had cancer 4 years ago, and I knew she was starting to do better again when she started, like her hair started growing back. Like her mustache started coming in, and that was good. And then her eyebrows, she lost all of her blood, like her blood volume. They had to put another man's blood in her. Pause. It's crazy. It's insane. You gotta put a stranger's blood. I was like, put my blood in my mom. Pause. That's crazy too. So she wasn't here for like a minute, basically. And at the end of that minute, God was like, you gotta send this woman back.
She can't be up here yet. She just yap. She's talking way too much. I'm like, what do you want to do now that you're healthy? And she says, honestly, I want to have sex again. My dad is right here. Not with him. No. Not him. I gotta go. Thank you guys.
My set matched that weather, AKA Ass Central. That's okay though, it's the name of the game. The advice I gave to myself last time still holds. I need to perform my jokes. Guess what? Didn't listen, but I will at the next mic. Tonight is the open mic at the Music Inn. My great friend Clayton is hosting. And then the night after that, we have our show at the Music Inn. So I'm trying to get some of this ready before our actual show. Best of all, it's not raining tonight. Let's do it.
I heard that Donald Trump wants to pass a law that you have to say your ethnicity after you say your name. Go ahead, do it. Give me one.
Parker, what is your...
Hi, my name is Parker Otto. I am a German-Irish Kraut Mick Hun some bitch.
Nice. My name's Clayton Smith and I'm a hung some bitch. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for Steven Sahelnick, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
4 years ago, my mom had cancer. It was pretty bad. She wasn't here for about a minute. She survived that though, and then she started clawing back. Well, she's kind of like an angel walking among us. She's an angel walking among us. I told my mom, I'm like, if you're an angel, why aren't you sweet like one? You're never nice like one. And she looked at me and she said, well, son, don't forget the devil started as an angel. That's right. Not all angels have to be nice all the time. Don't put that on me. Lucifer was an angel. Don't forget that. That's right. I can be a mean bitch. She's not a bitch. My mom is not a bitch. I would never call my mom a bitch. I would never call my mom a bitch. But she has bitch-like tendencies. You see the difference? She is not a bitch. She just has tendencies. What's an example? I moved here 13 years ago. Wow. The first year I moved here, she would call me every week. Every week she would call me and she would say, Steven, don't let the city turn you gay. Don't you dare let the streets of New York slither up into you. Turn you gay. Yo, yeah, crazy. Don't go over to the West Village. I know what they do. I've never been there, but I can smell it. I can smell the sin in the city.
It's on the postcards.
Yeah, on the postcard. Thank you, Jeff. My mom was on a ventilator for 9 days. So it was bad. It was really bad. So the first thing when she woke up, she motioned to my dad. She's like, come here, come closer. It's kind of like the Don Corleone, come closer, 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 closer. And she looked at him and she's like, I heard everything you said to those nurses. You thought I was asleep. You thought I couldn't hear. I heard every single thing. You think you're gonna get one of them bitches? I'm still here. You still gotta deal with me. And I want a big O. Thank you guys. Thank you, Clayton.
Clayton hosted tonight. Thank you, Clayton.
Yeah, no problem, Steven. Good set. Don't ever fucking talk about our business ever again in front of anybody. You motherfucker. So what do you want? You want like...
Do you have any notes?
Okay, so it was one I did when I came up after you. When you talk about your mom, fake hips lead to fake orgasms. Say, I hate to break it to everybody, but everyone's mom has faked an orgasm at one point in their life.
What do you think is worse? Thinking about your mom having an orgasm or thinking about your mom having a fake orgasm?
A fake orgasm. I don't know why it's more upsetting. But some part of you is like, that woman carried me around for 9 months. She should come, right? Like, you...
See, as comedians, what we like to do is get notes from our friends after sets. So I really appreciate my friend Clayton for giving me notes. Thanks so much. No, we're not going to do that. I think out of the 3 mics that I've done so far with this material, that was probably the best one. And I think it's just because I was performing my jokes more. Shout out to Clayton because he was giving me some good advice on how somber the material is. I think just getting to some of the silly parts first is gonna help. So I gotta remember to try to get to some of the sillier parts first. I'm gonna try to rewrite the order, and I think the order matters. Tonight is our show at the Music Inn. It's our weekly show. So I'm gonna try some of these jokes where I feel it's appropriate. So let's see how it does.
Please give a warm welcome to your host, it up for Steven Sahelnik.
Thank you. Dated my girl. She's Russian. She's also Russian. You know what I've learned? It's my first time dating Russian women. And to me, I don't know what your experience is, sir. You can tell me. Russian women are like Latinas on ice. That's a yes. He did. He's like, you're gonna get me in trouble later. She's gonna cut me like a Latina. That's what's gonna happen. My mom had cancer 4 years ago, and it was pretty bad. She almost died, but she's doing really good now. She's doing great now. She's doing amazing. Yes, keep going, my mom. I love my mom. The first time I noticed she was starting to do good, and I'm like she was gonna make it, is when her hair started coming back, started growing in. So yeah, her mustache started coming in, and then her eyebrows, and then her hair, and her heart stopped. She had a bad surgery, right? A botched surgery, so her heart stopped for a minute. At the end of that minute, God was like, "You got to send this woman back to earth, because I cannot stand her. She talks way too much. Yeah. It's way too much." She was on a ventilator for 9 days, and after a ventilator, I don't know if you know that your voice is raspy. My dad was there. The first thing she said, she's like, "Come here, come here." She's like Don Corleone, right? The Godfather. "Come here." She's doing it to my dad. "Come closer, closer, closer. I heard everything you said to those nurses. Stop flirting with those nurses." She's great. I asked her, what does she want to do now that she's doing a lot better? And she said, "I really want to have sex again." Yeah, I'm like, Dad's right here. She's like, "Not with him. No, not him. I can't. With him? No. He has 2 bum hips. He went through hip replacement surgery." Fake hips? You think I'm supposed to sleep with a guy with fake hips? Fake hips lead to fake orgasms. We can't have that. We can't have that. Hey. If I gotta think about my mom having sex, I'd rather it be good sex than bad sex. That's what I'm saying. Keep it over here, host, everybody.
Yeah, give it up for Steven Sahelnik.
Post-show thoughts. This is my first time doing these jokes at a show, in front of an audience, not a mic. I'm overall okay with how it went. I just think I could have executed my jokes better, but I like how they're shaping up, and the audience was kind of rocking with it for a little bit. I could have been a little sillier with how I was doing some of the jokes, but again, that's part of the art, it's part of the process, is making it consistent. Again, that's part of the fun. Hey man, everybody starts somewhere. Some start further than others, some don't, but where you start never determines where you're gonna finish. Remember that.